Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. Of course, yesterday was an update. There was an update, and what a very special update we have, because it brings a new tech tree line, the Rinoceronte line, the Italian heavies. And to be honest, I totally forgot about this line coming into the game, this update. I've seen there's a few changes to certain tanks with consumables and etc. And some tanks have actually been made very, very good. One tank in particular, which we will talk about in a future video very soon, maybe tomorrow or the next day, is of course the Foch 155. But today, we are talking about this beauty of a tank, the Rinoceronte, and what a tank this is. I tested this thing, and I thought it was okay when I tested it, but yeah, I didn't think it was as good as it is, but it is absolutely amazing. So we're going to look at the stats, and then we're going to get into some games. Now, the biggest downfall with the tank is, of course, the armor profile. The armor profile isn't strong really at all. You can get troll bounces, but yeah, it's not strong at all. But having said that, if it was strong, I think this tank would be completely broken. But as it is a very, very strong tank. I don't think it is broken. Maybe borderline OP, but not completely broken. If it had better armor, it would be completely broken. So the turret is a 205 millimeters, and on your hull is 130. So yeah, your turret is okay. You can get bounces on that turret if you are in a hold down position. Now, your DPM, 2,592. You may look at that thinking that's not that high, but you've got to remember it is an auto reloader. Yes, you reload each shell at a time. So you can shoot one, you can either shoot the other or reload that first shell that you've just shot. So your reload in between each clip is 3.33 seconds, and you reload between each shell. So you shoot the first shell, it is 9.7. Plus, of course, the 3.33. And where are we? Sorry, and the second shell is 8.33. You've got two shells. Now, your penetration is 278. We are running calibrated shells and on your AP, and 362 on your heat. So yeah, you're going to get through just about anything, especially with that heat. And 70 on your HE. You've got a 420 alpha gun on your AP, 370 on your heat, and 520 on your HE. So if you can get the HE shots out, do try, because that is over 1,000 damage you can do. And if you're in a platoon, that is over 2,000 damage you can do. That is pretty much grill bye-bye. So your aim time is decent at 3.2, and your gun dispersion is decent at 0.317. You do have 7 degrees of gun depression, but honestly, that is a down point as well, because it doesn't really feel like 7 degrees. It kind of feels poor in the battlefield, to be fair. You get into some positions, you're like, oh, damn, this, I just can't get my gun down. So yeah, that is a downfall as well. 40 kilometers per hour is some nice speed. So yeah, I mean, I think the tank is absolutely fantastic. There is a legendary camouflage, the fuse. Is it the fuse or fusair? Fuse. So yeah, you can get this tank, this camouflage, for just 6.5k gold only. 6.5k gold only. Yeah. I won't be getting it right now. So we're going to get into a game. In the next couple of days, we're also going to look at the Tier 8 version and, of course, the Tier 9 version as well, which you can see there. The Progetto C50 Tier 9 and the Progetto CC55. Both of them are very good tanks. Now, a couple of games I've had. So we're going to watch this one on Castilla first. It's not the best, but I recorded it because I think it's funny, because there is 7 of us in total. 3 Rinocerontes on our team and 4 on the enemy team. If they all focus fire, it is like, yeah, that it's not looking good if they focus fire. So kind of missed it, actually. I fast forwarded it a bit too much, and we did actually destroy some. So if you do play in a platoon, do make sure that you do focus fire, because it really does help. And as I've said, you could do what, 800, 16, 1700 per magazine if you are with your toon. So yeah, and it's fun. It really is fun. If you're on voice and you sort of telling each other where to go and who to shoot, it does make it a lot easier as well. So this game so far, I'm only on 800 damage so far. We got the Rinoceronte. I mean, look at that, 468 alpha. So very, very, very nice. And then 408, which is a little bit of low roll. So this back chat, yeah, he got a bit greedy there, and he did get destroyed by the E3. Now, I am going to kill that Rinoceronte. Now, that's also the best thing about this tank is you don't have to reload both shells if you don't want to, because if you shoot both shells, you're not waiting that long for another shell to reload. So you can reload both, you can reload one, it's all down to you. Now, this move here, what I'm about to do, did mess us up. So I did get shot from the E3. I've got one shell left, but because he's moving, I just can't get his lower plate in time. And I lost all that hit points for what? One shot. So that is very naughty of me, and I do apologise for my team, because as you can see, it's a 4 versus 4 now, and this is where I need the hit points, because on the enemy team, there are still 3 Rinocerontes. That's like 1 shot each, and I'm dead. So even though I can say, you know what, I've still got 900, I can still take a shot or 2. If they're all together, then yeah, it's game over. So I'm just going to wait here at the moment. There goes the T62. We could have done with him staying alive, to be fair, but it is now a 3 versus 4, so it's already hard work. So 445 there, nice roll there, and I do get a very nice bounce in from that Rinoceronte, which does help. And the E3 goes, but there is the other guy. Didn't expect him to be there, and that was a vital shot that he's just had against me. So this time I am going to reload both shells. I can only take 1 shot from anyone, so I'm going to wait. I can see that Rinoceronte going, so this is where I'm going to use that opportunity to drop down, get a lucky bounce, and then this guy, he's shot both of these shells, so we can now take him out. And also, this is where we needed that AMX-50B. We needed him. He let us down. So far, so it's me and Fizzy now against 2 of these. We need to work together here. Now, I can take a shot, but only 1 shot. So if I get shot, Fizzy has to take the other shot for me. Like, he has to. We have to work together here. We could still win this. So if he gets shot, I get shot. We can actually take care of this Rinoceronte. So as you can see, we're both going together. I get shot. He goes in front. He gets shot in any moment, and then we can kill that guy. But unfortunately, even if we got 1 bounce there, if we got 1 bounce, then it could have been a different story. So unfortunately, the Rinoceronte comes around. I can just get 1 shot, and we leave him on a 1 shot. But I think that was a great game all round, to be fair. The enemy did great, the Rinocerontes. It just goes to show how hard it is against these guys. Very good tank. And when you're up against 4 of them, I know we've got 3 of them, but it doesn't help that one of us does only 1200 damage, and Fizzy there, the noob, only does 2k. So you can see we got that damage very easily. I mean, 5.2k, and we got that very easily. So that's 1 game. That is 1 game in the Rinoceronte. So we're going to have a look at another one. This time, Fizzy is in the Chieftain Mark 6. So we're just going to fast forward it a bit because not too much happens. And this is where I mean about the gun depression. So as you can see, we are a little bit on a ridge. Yeah, we can get a shot on that guy, which of course we stupidly bounce. Can we get another shot? No, we can't. So the Death Star is there, and the Super Conqueror is there as well. So of course I want to get a shot on this Super Conqueror, but as you can see, can't quite get my gun down. And then we're not on a massive ridge. So yeah, this is 7 degrees is not bad, but yeah, on the battlefield, it doesn't feel like 7 degrees. So we're now going to play a little bit more aggressive. We have our team behind us, and we are going to push these guys. We want to push this Death Star, and we do get 1 shot into him. And yeah, we're trying to hide. Luckily, he's not going... Well, I say we try and hide, but luckily he fails and only does 500 damage, but it could have been a lot worse. And as you can see here, obviously I can't get my gun down. As soon as I go forward and shoot, yeah, he kills him. So only 800 damage done at the minute. It is a 5 versus 5, but you can see all us are together. At least we are pushing together. Fizzy's still 4 hit points. This guy E3, which could be vital, is still 4 hit points, and I've only lost a little bit of 500 or so alphas, so damage, sorry. So you know, it's still all to play for, and there is a few mediums, heavies, etc. So we really just need to work together, and I do manage to get a bounce from the AMX-50B, and there is the other AMX-50B. Can we get a shot off on him? Yes, of course we can. And again, a nice little roll, you know, above the minimum, the average. just over 430. So now the AMX50B's gone. It is a 5 versus 4. I'm just going to turn around at this point because I knew one of the bat chats is here, but I did find both. I've reloaded both shells, not a problem. I can take a shot. I mean, that there was a very low roll. That was a horrible roll. And yeah, at this point, I'm not bothered about this this bat chat because I have Fizzy to the rescue. So I'm only going to reload one shell. Again, it doesn't matter. And that is what I love about this auto reloader. Most of them, it does matter. But yeah, with this tank, it does not matter if you just reload one shell. If you want to reload 2 shells, it's not a problem at all. So just 2.5k damage. We have managed about 700 damage, which is pretty good. Fizzy's going to noob there and miss the AMX50B, but again, doesn't matter at this point. It is a 3 versus 2. Yes, I'm pretty much a one-shot, but we do have an E3 and Fizzy that are still full hit points. So now I'm going to leave them to it. I'm going to leave Fizzy to that guy over there, and I'm going to go and try and find this remaining tank. And there he is. Does get a shot on me, but luckily I do manage to then find a little bit of cover. So he's full hit points. Obviously at this point I am being a little bit greedy. We have another low roll there, but not to matter. We got one more shell. Can we get the shot off? Yeah, no, no we can't. And yeah, we're just going to back up. We're going to reload. I don't want to die because actually I've got a mission where I have to stay alive with my platoon mate for 10 games. So at this point, I'm just going to allow Fizzy to go ahead and go in front of me and take some shots from this guy. So I've got both shells reloaded. I am going to get one there. Back up. Wait for him not to be looking at me. Fizzy's just going to keep him company. And as soon as he's a one shot, I'm literally telling Fizzy, back up, Fizzy. So he does that, and I do get the kill. So yeah, I think it is an absolutely fantastic tank. I don't think it's completely OP. I think it is borderline, and as I said, I think if it had a little bit more armor, as you can see, we still bounce 730 there, but I think if it did have a little bit more armor, it would be completely broken. But play it as it is. I do honestly think it will get nerfed, so have a bit of fun, play it as it is, and I hope you enjoy this tank as much as me. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Again, we will make a video on the tier 9 and the tier 8 probably over the next couple of days, so keep an eye out for that. But for now, hope you enjoyed it. I'm Meadsy, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye-bye.